Hello. In the previous video, we saw how to convert from degrees into degrees, minutes, and seconds. In this video, we're going to go the opposite way. This video, we're going to see how to convert from degrees, minutes, and seconds into just degrees. And basically, the idea is exactly the same thing we did before. We're going to tackle this by parts. So we want all of the units to be degrees. 12 is already in degrees, so we don't have to worry about that. So let's start by converting 20 minutes into degrees. And the way we're going to do it is the same way we did in the previous video. We're going to multiply 20 minutes by 1 in a fancy way. Specifically, we're going to multiply it by the conversion, like that 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. Now, in the previous video, I had the degrees in the denominator because I was trying to cancel the degree unit. In this case, I want the degree in the numerator and the minutes in the denominator because I want to cancel the minutes unit. So 1 degree over 60 minutes. Again, this is equal to 1, so I'm just multiplying by 1 in a fancy way. Cancel the units, and you're left with 20 over 60 degrees, which is equal to, after simplifying the fraction, 1/3 degrees. So that takes care of the minute part. Now let's go to the seconds part. So for seconds, what we're going to do is we're going to convert it first to minutes, and then convert that into degrees. So as before, we're going to multiply this by 1 in a fancy way. The conversion is that 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Again, this time I want the seconds on the bottom so that the units cancel and I'm left with minutes. So here I'm going to write 1 minute over 60 seconds. So whatever this quantity is, it's already in seconds, in minutes after this. Now, I then want to convert from minutes into degrees. So I'm just going to do it in one step. So how do I multiply this, or why do I multiply this by to convert from minutes to degrees? Well, we saw what to multiply by in the previous part. It's multiplied by 1 degree over 60 minutes. And again, you can see here that all of the units are going to cancel. Right? So minutes is going to cancel with minutes. Seconds is going to cancel with seconds. Minutes is going to cancel with minutes. And what we're left with is degrees. So after multiplying all of this out, you get 50 over 3,600 degrees. And if you simplify that fraction, that becomes 1 over 72 degrees. So finally, what is the final degree measure? So 12 degrees, 20 minutes, 50 seconds is equal to how many degrees? Well, we have the original 12 plus the 1/3 that came from the minutes plus the 1 over 72 that came from the seconds. And that's how many degrees we have. Now, if you combine all of the fractions, right, so you get a common denominator of 72, and just to simplify it a little bit more, this becomes 889 over 72 degrees. And then if you want to simplify that a little bit in terms of using decimals, or you're going to have to round this somehow, but if you round this to 2 decimal places, you're going to get 12.35 degrees approximately. Now, I prefer if you work with fractions instead, because fractions are always exact numbers. Right? But as I mentioned before, if you ever actually use an equality, you have to make sure that things are equal. Since 889 divided by 72 is not exactly equal to 12.35, I have to use the symbol, which again means approximately. I can't use equalities unless whatever's on the left-hand side is equal to whatever's on the right-hand side. But that's the idea, right? Very straightforward.